You lost it. A child was hurt during today's raid. We don't hurt children. That's the rule. Don't tell me you forgot.
Sorry. Must have slipped my mind.
It's like that, is it? Huh? That what you're gonna tell Lenzo? He says we don't hurt kids. So you better...
Hold it! Who's this, then?
We've got an intruder. I'll go warn Lenzo.
Coming here was the last mistake you'll ever make, cuz.
I've got you. Use this chance to recover.
Profitable endeavor.
Son of a...
Another encounter? I ill like this. We are already hard-pressed from our previous engagement.
You are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Truly?
Come on then.
You'll not get past me! Stop! You'll not get past me! Not an enemy to be taken lightly. We must strike boldly and with presence of mind. True enough.
Remind you of a certain someone we've met.
What is the matter with you? We are under attack.
Run! I enjoy the chase. What's the hurry? Come out and play.
I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar. Am I going to make it?
Come on, this way. I need to get you out of here before things get bloody. That's what Lenzo said to do, if we ever got raided. So come on, you lot. We're gonna go see him. He'll keep us all safe. I'm sure of that. They're already here. Run for it!
Nice armor you've got. Looks better on me, man. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
A hidden path? I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
I don't stand a chance.
My thanks. We shall accompany you now. Those coral snakes must pay for their crimes. We shall join you and aid your efforts however we can.
Give no quarter.
This appears to be the course.
It seems they bear us ill will. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
You must cleanse yourself with that oil. Post haste.
Well fought, Arisen.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Not bad.
Seems your luck's run out.
On my way. Better on me. Nice armor you've got. Better on me.
Come on then.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Our foes are like to use the dark against us.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Hugo! We're out of time, lad. We'll have to scarper.
Come in, Lanzo!
But before I forget, here you are. Time for you to make yourself useful. This isn't the first time I've taught an unseasoned whelp the meaning of betrayal. And it shan't be the last! Goodbye, lad. Don't be sore. You were a fool, but a useful one.
I can't believe it.
Arrest him!
Lanzo. Why?
The job well done. It is unfortunate that their leader escaped, but I very much will interrogate the lad, see what he knows. Mayhap he can the coral snakes are still an enigma.
It was painful to behold how callously the leader treated that young man. He shed him like an old boot.
A cheerless outcome for all involved.
Will help to keep us light on our feet.
Come to think of it,
Well met. Does that make you the Arisen?
Be at ease.
I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of... Come, let me buy you a drink. We...
this might contain you...
Say, have you heard? They finally caught the fiend behind those ox cart raids.
Aye, they caught someone. But word is he's just an underling. Captain Benjamin's all bent. Tell is, he's still interrogating the lad, trying to get all he can out of him about the coral snake's operations.
Well, here's hoping it puts those snakes to rout for the welfare of this city and our stomachs.
Pray, follow me. Here we are.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom. But a practice so ancient isn't easy. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this then. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
Here, if you please.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Welcome, and well met. Business has been better, but I should. Look as long as you please.
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire. 'Tis entitled, A Curious Tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to... I thought I might use it to stop. Perhaps you will think me simple. Yet 'tis most vexing. But mayhap there is hope for me. They're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. I must keep reading that.
Welcome, and well met. Always a pleasure. Welcome, and well met.
Have you brought me a quince? Pray, do a man a kindness. 'Tis not for me.
Always a pleasure.
You're an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes, which makes things rather difficult. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a... 'Twill be well worth any trouble. I've heard aught of a griffin. Do keep in mind, however, that you might... Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to... Indeed. A beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects before sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only asked, then I shall depart at once. Pray, Meet me at the foot of the Guerca.
Ah, well met. You'll be glad to hear we've succeeded in capturing another of the coral snakes. Fortunately for us, this one started talking the moment a bargain of acquittal was mentioned. Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Who are you supposed to be then, eh? Quit staring. Wait, you're one of the ones that came crawling into our hideout. Ain't funny, really. But seeing you's reminded me of that bleeding runt's face. I'm talking about Hugo, of course. Didn't you hear him sobbing as we left? Lanzo, why? Boo-hoo! Bet he's still crying over it, eh? Like a babe without its mum. Of course, Lanzo's already forgotten about the poor sod. Was right glad to be rid of him, truth be told.
That blackguard. Oh, it tells me there's more to his tale. Not sure I can stomach it, mind.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for... No, a letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well. I'd not put Disa the capacity. It's a love letter of a sort. One that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon put simply, what this letter... A surprisingly I know not who this Phasus is, though 'tis what concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, as to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess. And I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect someone of Batali heritage might be able to tell you more.
Some skills can only be earned by days with study.
Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on. Have you learned aught of the intent behind that letter? Truly? Then my mother and this man are... my thanks for looking into this. Alas, I had hoped 'twould be of greater use to our cause. Pray, take care if you trap...
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force. I can attack. I would gladly. Let us move ahead of us.
Resounding success. I was just getting warmed up.
my protection. You hold the enemy's forces, and I shall strike them down. We are at our best when we combine.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
Ah, yes.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
Focus. The battle continues.
Shall I assist? My magics are at your disposal.
What are you doing? You're in the midst of battle! No harm shall come to you.
You must cleanse yourself of that oil, post-haste.
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
I've just had a thought. I shall never forget the agony I felt at the coronation. How might the technique used to control us be dispelled?
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I have but 2 words for that performance. Utter perfection.
Let's try for the same result with our next.
We would do well to keep our distance. Surely not good can come of that.
Indeed. One never can be too cautious.
You can count upon my aid.
To charge ahead and to rush forward.
Our prideful foe thinks itself safe in its flight. Let us drag it to reach the error of its way. What's most effective?
It is enough to make camp only
Strike hard enough. We might not have to do this twice.
strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.